All right, so this program that we're going to write is a sentence capitalizer program. It says write a method that accepts a string object as an argument and returns a copy of the string with the first character of each sentence capitalized. For instance, if the argument is hello, period, my name is Joe, period, what is your name? The method should return hello, the string hello with an uppercase H, uppercase M, and my name is Joe, and then uppercase W, what is your name? Demonstrate the method in a program that asks the user to input a string and then passes it to the method. The modified string should be displayed on the screen. All right, I'm not going to pass anything in. I'm just going to hard code the string, I hear hello. So I wrote this down in Notepad so that you guys can see this real quick. So, we got our sentence, and then I put it in like this, and then I've got the index positions up there. So we're gonna have to come back to this while I'm coding to explain what's going on. All right. So we'll have like a string sentence, and what is it? Hello, my name is Joe. What is your name? Now, for this stuff where we're at and at the level we're at, I can't program for everything. Like, I'm not going to program for if you use two spaces after, it's just going to be one space. And I'm not going to program it for, like question marks or exclamation points. It's just going to be periods, all right? So it's just period and then a space, and then we're assuming that it's going to be lowercase here, and I need to make that lowercase as well. So then what will we do? We'll do like a cout. Get sentence capitalizer, pass in the sentence, and what, end L. We could do a cout on the sentence so that we can see it, and then what it will change to once we actually get it. So what will we do? We'll do string, and then we'll get it. And at the very end, we'll return the sentence that we build. String. Okay, cool. All right. So what am I going to do? Let's think about this again, and I might just put this up here as well. All right. So this is position 0, and we're going to uppercase the first position. Now, there's some things that we can build to error check. Like, first of all, I'm going to say int I, and I'm going to set that to 1 initially. And then I can have like an if statement to check to see if like there's the sentence has greater than 0 spaces long. So we could say sentence dot size is what, greater than 0. So then we can do sentence equals, now this is new. Now there's a function called toupper, but we're going to have to convert it into a char. So we'll say toupper and then it treats the sentence as like an array right here. So we'll say the sentence at position 0, so right here. So the first character is always going to be uppercase. So we uppercase the first character at 0. Okay, and we make that a character. Because if you don't make it a character, I'll just show you what it does. Then we'll say the sentence. Then we make that uppercase, and then we just want to rebuild it and add the end on. So position 1 to the end. So we'll say sentence dot substring at position I, which I was 1, so it'd be 1 to the end. So we're rebuilding this thing, and if I don't make it a character, then it, no operator plus matches these operands. Okay, so by converting it to a character, we're just saying, hey, the character in the first position at 0 is uppercased, and then we add on everything else to it. So if I do a cout now, actually, you know what? It wouldn't matter. So let's just do it right here. It should have the first one, which is just the lowercase one, and then the second one, the first one's uppercase. So they're exact same, except, now the first character, okay? Now it gets a little bit harder than that, okay? So now we got to come up with an algorithm to find. The first one's always the easiest. Now we got to come up with an algorithm to change that one and that one, okay? Or, if I switch it around. So in order to do that, what we want to do is we want to find I, where the sentence dot find, we want to be able to find at the period space. So wherever there's a period space, we want to find where that is. So I would be set to 5 right here, okay? So this finds the first period and first period space, it looks like that. The first period space characters, okay? So that would give us, I would be 5 right here. So if I do cout on I, so that'd find the first one, so at 5, okay? Then what we need to do is we need to do a while loop. So while it finds something, so at I, so while I is not equal to this string npos, okay? So while it finds something, or while it's not, the npos again, it's I think I could put in -1 and be fine, but it needs to find this first one. So if I just had the word hello right here, it wouldn't find it and get into this while loop, but it's going to find it, okay? So what I'm going to do is, once it finds it, I'm going to add 2 spaces to it, all right? So it's going to find it at 5, but I really care what's at position 7, okay? But I need to do I plus equals 2 here, okay? But this gives me the 2 spaces after where it finds that, okay? Let me think here. Now, the only thing, let me think about this. Let me build this. I might have an issue, like if I change this to a period, But let me build this. I can come back to that, and I can fix this really easy, so I'm not too worried about it. So this is at the 2 spaces out. Okay, so then what we want to do, we want to say the sentence is equal to the sentence dot sub str at position 0 to I. So remember, I is now 7. So 0, 0, and then 7 spaces long. So that's where, and it might be easier to see it on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would give me this from here to here, right? Because we want to be able to isolate just the character that we want to uppercase. So we want to build the string from here plus the uppercase M here, and then Y to the very end. Okay, so the first 7 characters give me 0 to 6, but since we started 0, you know, the end is position 6. Okay, so plus, and then we want to do what? We want to do that character thing again to isolate the M and uppercase that M. So we'll say to upper, and we'll say sentence at position I, which I is 7, so 7 right there, right? Plus, and you know what, I am going to do some definite commenting here. So 0 to basically the blank position. This uppercases the first character in the new sentence, and then we want to do from the end. So we'll do sentence dot substring from I plus 1. Okay, so that would be what, position 8. So I is 7. 7 plus 1 is what, 8. So that would give me my Y on to the end. Okay. So now I'm in my loop. Okay. So I'm back to this. All right. So I got to re-find. So this would give me, this finds the first one, but now I got to find this next period right here and then do the same thing. Now this right here would find the first period. So there's a cool thing built in here, and what we're going to do is we're going to find the first period starting in position I, which I is 7. So starting in 7 is our new sentence finder or whatever. So it would start here and go to the end, and so it would find it right here. We don't want to go back to the beginning in here and just keep uppercasing my each time, okay, or the M and my each time. That doesn't work. So we had to change our find up a little bit, and so that's really kind of nice that works right there. So then it would find the new one, and then we would add 2 to it, so we would find it here at what? This is 10, 20. It'd find it at 21, right? And then add 2 to it, so it'd make it 23. And then so we'd go 0 to 23, which would be right there, 22. Then at position 23, we'd uppercase the W, and then at 23 plus 1 would be 24, so then it would just add that on. And then it would not find, this would return this end pose. So because I is equal to the end pose, the while loop is done, and so my sentence is rebuilt, and then it passes it back up here. So I think this should work. Now the only thing is I'm going to change something up. Okay, hello, my name is Joe. What is your name? Now, let me try this, because I can get rid of that now, because I know that works. If I put a period here instead, this might give me problems. No, it should be fine. Yeah, Yeah, there's no problems because now if I did this though, that could give me some issues. Let's see here. Does that give me an index out of bounds? Yeah, that screws it up. Okay. But again, whatever, I don't really care. Because I'm not really building this to be like a professional program. I'm just, this is supposed to be like this is an intro level class, so I'm not going to build it for every single type of instance that could break this thing. I know it doesn't work for every single instance, so I'm not too worried about it. I just want to make sure it works for what we're doing here. So anyway, now the only other thing I guess I could put in, let's try another one. What is your name? I don't know. How old are you? I don't know. I'm just trying different things. Hello, my name is Joe. What is your name? How old are you? So, yeah, I mean, it works good. So, yeah, this video is done.